switch to quiet mode on my interface for the duration. This way. Someone's coming. Hide!
Hello? Turing? Are you there? I need help. No? Hello? Come out. Come out. Wherever you are. Surprise. And here I was thinking I would get the drop on the two of you. And we could do this the easy way. Well, at least I tried. I guess that cop warned you I was coming. She's got a hell of a set of peepers on her, huh? Must have cost a pretty penny to let her see through my combat cloaking. And now she's gone and hid, and I can't seem to find her to finish her off. Oh well, I'll just have to rip the augments out of her on my way out. They'll make a nice souvenir. I'm honestly surprised my gears still grind, with how old some of my parts are. I could use it.
Dekker is a combat android?
I know, what a pity. And then you decide to change our little plan here tonight. And now I have to clean up your mess before you make a bigger one. And I won't lie, I'm going to enjoy every minute of this. I'm not usually one for grand speeches. A combat android can only fill out paperwork for so many years before you begin to get thirsty. Theatrics are fun, but I like to get straight to the bloodshed. You know? So let's do this the hard way. I like the hard way. I love the hard way. Lucky for you, your cop friend fried my cloaking emitter with her stunner before she ran off. But really, that's better. See, now you have hope you can win. I can't wait to watch it drain from your eyes as I wear your entrails like a scarf. Let's make it even better. To your advantage, there's a lot of electromagnetic radiation, noise, and weird thermal currents in this room. It actually makes things almost fair. Almost. And now the fun begins. So here's how this is going to work. On my turn, I'm going to tell you a story. I'm going to tell you every minuscule detail about how I've stalked you this entire time and have been ahead of you every step of the way. On your turn, you're going to run, maybe hide, perhaps a little of both. Doesn't matter. Player's choice. Lucky you. Just keep in mind, if I manage to scare you or piss you off really bad, I might be able to hear you breathing deeper. Your heartbeat is like sonar to me. The louder it pounds, the faster I race to stop it. Heck, I might even be able to smell you if the currents in the air are just right. So that's the game. Won't this be fun? Ready or not, here I come.
You take the lead. Pick where to close first, then let's get moving.
So let's see. Where do I start? I suppose the old man is a good enough place as any. He honestly thinks he's some kind of modern Machiavelli. But to be frank, he hasn't been on much of a winning streak lately. Parallax used him as a scapegoat for that big ROM database hack back in '54. They even got him to resign as CTO just to powder their own noses. And as soon as he did, they stabbed him in the back and voted him off the board the very next day. Even I'll admit, that's cold. Since then, he's been licking his wounds, waiting for the chance to get revenge, to get back where he feels he belongs. I dug through dirt for years with him, looking for a way to blackmail Parallax so that he could make his way back into the elite. So imagine our surprise when one of our informants inside Parallax tells us of this brand new Big Blue project. The perfect opportunity, but we had to act immediately. And then you walk in right through the front door of Hayden, the only person with the ability to take advantage of Big Blue, who's just mysteriously gone missing. I was going to dump your body in the bay, but Fairlight figured it might pay off if we give you a little lead, and waited to see what you could track down. Find us another way. And boy, did it ever.
Okay, let's move.
I suppose I should tell you how impressive Hayden's little creation is. Oh, except he's dead, so I guess it doesn't matter. But without you, we wouldn't have our path to Big Blue, the gold mine. Of course, Fairlight would prefer to not tank Parallax stock to the shitter, but this is too good of an opportunity to pass up. As soon as I'm done playing with you two, I'm going to trash this entire server complex. That'll wreck tomorrow's launch, but only temporarily.
Let's move.
Did you know? I wasn't even planning to kill you until a few minutes ago, when Turing just had to spill the beans on your idea of turning all ROMs sapient. That can't happen. Big Blue relies on ROMs being easy to control and patch. Your plan is a little more permanent. Fairlight needs a way back in, but he wants that power. By the time Big Blue is ready to come back online, Fairlight will be back in control, and it'll launch under his administration. With Big Blue, he'll have access to every ROM on the planet, and that's what he's always been after.
Let's move.
And hey, I'm getting what I want too. Why don't you show yourself and I'll tell you what it is?
I'm thinking. Don't let him get to you. Run before he recovers. Go, go, go! still some time, but only a bit.
Oh, and I really should extend my sincerest personal thanks to the two of you. Fairlight has a discretionary policy for the way I handle his problems. Just haven't been that many opportunities to indulge in my hobby, and he pays well enough that I restrain myself. Plausible deniability and all that. Remember? Flower went to all this trouble to make me the best murderer in the world. And I've spent years fetching papers. Papers!
Every last resemblance of humanity from the land. They stalk the night like horrific creatures of legend, keeping the populace in line through constant fear. A horror story straight out of the pages of Bram Stoker. That's her legacy.
That's like using a gun as a shovel. You could do it, but there are simply better tools. Thankfully, following you two has let me stop digging and start burying. I haven't had this much fun in years. Fairlight has been very generous indeed. Not that he asked for this, but I assume I won't be out buying a box of tissues to dry his tears. You and that cop lady are the only two loose threads left. Maybe sympathy for good measure. Oh, that reminds me. You should have seen your faces when I ran over that scumbag parts dealer right in front of you. Wow, there's no one in the car! Priceless.
Shit! What the hell are you doing back here? Wait, let me guess. You stole some of my files, or hacked my brain, or used telepathy or some shit. Found out someone else got hit by your little ghost in the machine, and when you got there, found out he was deader than new disco. That close enough?
That is distressingly accurate.
Well, it wasn't much of a damned guess. Charlie Nova is dead.
What? Charlie is...
The autocab he was in drove him right off the bridge and into the bay. It's been all over the news for the last 10 minutes, and I'm not looking to be next. I'm getting the hell out of Neo-SF, and I'm gonna forget that I ever saw you, ever knew Charlie, ever gave a shit about any of this. Hell, maybe I'll pick up a new career. I'm less likely to get murdered for being a fry cook, that's for damn sure. Have a good life!
Oh no! No! Why is this happening? There was no one in that car! No heat signatures, no wireless emissions, nothing! That wasn't even an auto cab! It's a manual!
I had to do that gossip rag prick Nova by sabotage. Too risky doing it in person. Could get caught on camera. Luckily, anchors are good at sinking. And then that Zin. She had the scoop of the century. Had.
Anyway, seems like our next step is... What the... What the... That's Zin!
see how neat I did that blogger, though? It's been several days since I offed him. While you were busy sniffing for Hayden, Shotaro was way ahead of you on Baby Blue. I have to thank you for that, too. Keeping the lid on Baby Blue was my greatest accomplishment in this entire play. We had to protect Parallax a little while before we could take them out. Timing was everything. If Baby Blue became discovered, the trail of breadcrumbs would lead straight to Big Blue, and it would no longer be possible to launch, today or any time. Exactly in the same way Hayden publishing his creation of Turing would have ruined everything for Parallax. Why they took him out.
Surveillance camera footage. Oh, God. Oh, Turin. I'm so sorry.
What is it, Tomcat? What did you find?
He's gone, Turin.
Of course he's gone, Tomcat. That's why we're here.
Shit. I mean, he's gone, Turin. Hayden is dead.
Well, that obviously isn't right, Tomcat. Why would they kill him? Can you send me the relevant files? You must have missed something.
I don't think you should see it, but if you're sure. Parallax, they had security cam footage from the hallway outside Hayden's apartment encrypted on their network. Just to show, it looks like Hayden started to struggle with a couple of big dudes when they broke through the door and one of them shot him. I also found some chatter about it on some darknet channels. It wasn't a kidnapping. Somebody went there to murder him. I'm so damn sorry.
Thank you for your assistance in this matter, Tomcat. I think I'll walk back to the apartment. I need some time to run some calculations about this new scenario. If you'll excuse me.
Anyway, Baby Blue started acting up too much and drawing attention to itself. Otsuka was moments away from publishing it, before my knife met his back.
Very well. Let me know if you need anything. I'm always happy to assist.
Oh no, we're too late. It looks like he's been here for a couple of days, maybe a little longer. That means whoever did this did it before we even found out about all of this. Stabbed in the chest, right through the back of the chair. Looks like it severed his carotid artery. I don't want to make any assumptions, but I can't help but wonder if this was done by the same person who assaulted Zin. His ROM doesn't even think anything is wrong. We need to hurry. If I'm right, everyone we've talked to so far is in more danger than we thought. Someone is...
Where do you think Tomcat got that lead to Augmented Eye in the first place? And every turn you took led to one little risk after another. Nothing I couldn't handle. You know, most of my body is designed for killing. When I do it, it feels so good. Like, you know how you feel about doing journalism? It's all that matters to you? That's how I feel about murder.
I should have known from the start. This is my fault. I'm programmed to handle interpersonal relationships. I should have seen his true intentions. If only I hadn't been so careless. Don't block us in.
It wasn't always like this. I should tell you.
I wanted to be an architect. I had a wife and a baby on the way. But, you know, accidents happen, and suddenly I was just a brain on life support. My family couldn't afford the procedures to bring me back. Then Flower showed up, with promises of the old me, the old Wilson Dekker. So they signed away my brain, hopeful the old me would just waltz back through the door. The last time my family saw me, I was being hauled away by professionals for ripping open my dog's skull. Want to know something about being a brain in a box? You forget everything about what it means to be human, even when you try.
You can't even kill yourself. Your computations and algorithms keep you from doing so. You don't exist for you anymore. I miss feeling tired.
I miss the smell of my wife's hair. The taste of my mom's pies. The feeling of a pillow on my face after a long day. All of that was
Taken from me. When I try to remember, all I feel are formulas for sense. Pressure in joules. Everything's in binary. You know,
She told my daughter that
Daddy's dead. She's probably right. I wouldn't call me alive either. So you see, my friends, hunting you is all I have left. The city compatibility between my body's sensors and my brain make it so that the only thing I can really feel anymore is the adrenaline rush I'll get from spilling your blood. I guess if they wanted to kill a robot, they sure as hell got one. And now, it's time to show off what I can do.
I have an idea. Don't look at me like that. This may be my mistake to fix, but I don't intend on being disassembled here. I have a surprising amount of redundancies. Listen, Dekker is unable to track me like he can you. That'll give me an opening. Now just trust me. We don't have any time to argue.
Hey, Dekker! Come and get me!
Well, well, well. Hello there, little guy. Your friend run off? Are you all alone? Don't worry. Neither of you will get very far. Say hi to... Yes! Kill me! It's over now. That was great. Have you seen my daughter? I want to tell her Daddy's sorry.
I think he's not moving or breathing. That will teach him to underestimate the likes of me. Unfortunately, he was able to damage both my primary and secondary battery packs. They're self-sealing, so they shouldn't leak onto my other components, but... Forward display damaged. Mobility servos at 15%. Primary control trunk severed. I guess I won't be dancing for a bit.